About 7 years ago, I was diagnosed with acoustic neuroma that I was treated with cyberknife radiation, which left me single-sided deaf on the left-hand side. When it was apparent that I was going to be living with single-sided deafness, there was no question that I had to go and get some sort of help. It was a situation that I needed the support. I was not going to be able to live with life the way it was. It was very disconcerting and very depressing to be in that situation. Right now I'm wearing a SoundBite, and it's been a life changer for me. It's been fantastic. It's really quite simple. It's the earpiece with the microphone, and that just sort of pops back on, and then the mouthpiece is very quick and easy. I get about half day out of each one. I have two, and it's been a fantastic help in my hearing. The innovation behind SoundBite and the ideas that are very revolutionary and very original they're almost inspiring to me. Thinking about where this could go in the future is very exciting as well. They feel like they've opened up doors, and they've opened up technologies here that are really going to change people's lives. The SoundBite fitting was actually pretty straightforward. It was, one meeting with the dentist that was very quick, and normal hearing testing and whatnot with the audiologist. It was certainly much easier than going in for surgery, let's put it that way. One of the really interesting things about SoundBite is it's something that you could give it a try, and if maybe it wasn't right for you, or if you just didn't feel like it was worth the effort, you could stop using it, and you wouldn't have scarring left behind. You wouldn't have, really disfigurement of your head left behind, as opposed to the surgical options. The first time I put SoundBite on, the audiologist did go right into the what do they call it, the shadow, head shadow area, the area that I'm not supposed to be able to hear from, and said, "Is it on?" And I went, "Yeah, it's on." It was fantastic. I mean, she whispered lower than I'd heard a whisper on that side of my head in probably 10 years. I think people have noticed that something is different. I think people have noticed that I don't have a big black box stuck to the side of my head anymore. One of my coworkers turned to me and said, "Gee, it's almost like you're not deaf anymore." The SoundBite really has provided a much more natural hearing support for me. The first word that describes SoundBite that comes to mind to me is amazing. Very high quality, and it's a life changer. You just wouldn't think to leave the house without the SoundBite on. If I was speaking to somebody that had hearing loss, and this SoundBite would be appropriate for their type of hearing loss, I would tell them not to hesitate. You don't even realize how your hearing loss is changing the way you are perceived socially and in the workplace. You don't even realize that people think you're being rude, or people think you're ignoring them, when in reality you just can't hear them. And having that taken care of, having that weakness, if you will, supported by SoundBite and all but eliminated, is fantastic.